So working with people like Victor Ntoni, they taught me so much about harmonies and stuff. So I guess that's how I developed to be in this harmonious kind of vibe.
What did this musical journey start?
It started in 1985. I came from Guamashu, so I came to Joburg. Then I started doing a lot of studio works, doing backings when people are recording. And then I did some live backings as well, but I've just been as a backing singer.
When did you decide it's time for you to go solo and focus on your career?
Yeah, it just happened that my boss then passed away, Miriam Makeba. So I didn't want to go again doing backings, you know, and time is moving, you know. So that's when I decided to get my own thing going.
Speak to us about the significance of the title, At Last. Why is it called that?
I don't know, the company called it At Last, but I had thought, when I did it, for me it was like West meets Africa.
Right.
You know, but then I guess maybe they thought it's about time. I mean, they thought maybe finally I did it.
Yeah. Okay, who did you work with on this album? And how would you describe the sound that a person's going to hear when they, you know, put the CD?
Very interesting. This album, I just did it all by myself. They just locked me in the studio, me and the engineer, and lots of tracks.
Yeah.
Then I started going. You know, it's, I don't know how can I say I did it, like, because some of the tracks, I didn't even know where to start, how to do it. You know, you can imagine there was no piano, nothing else, but just me. Sometimes I just did some couple of shows, and I wanted to get a key of the songs, but I couldn't get the key because some of the songs I just sang them between the key, but everything just worked like that.
It just sort of all came together.
Yeah.
I mean, what can fans expect from you in the next coming weeks or so? The album is out now. Where to from here?
I'm busy performing at the Poppies in Melville every Thursdays.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of things going. I'm going to East London for a performance as well, and end of the month I'm going to New York to join Angelique Kidjo at the Carnegie Hall. Yeah.
Okay, and how would you describe your music though?
Hey, how would you describe it, Libby?
Yeah. What category do you put it? I mean, you know, you've got influences of reggae as well, but also having worked with the late Miriam Makeba, Victor Ntoni. Those are two different, you know, musicians that we're talking about. When you were putting this together, did you want to be boxed and say, this is what I want to sound like?
Not really. This time I was very happy because I just wanted to do what I feel and how I felt. You know, when nobody's going to tell me what to do and what not. So I just had that liberation, and that's how the whole thing came up. And all what I wanted to do was to fuse the African sounds like your Statamia, and then get an American pop song on top of it and see how it works. Yeah.
So mix and match.
Yeah.
Okay. If you had, if money was not a problem, if resources or logistics were not a problem, who's the one person that you'd like to work with?
Oh, you know, I love everybody in the music. I'm just a fan of music.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me to choose who I would like to work with, because I get inspiration from every young, old, and, you know, all genres. They excite me.
All right. Zamo, thank you so much for talking to us. Zamo Mbutho talking to us about his album At Last. We'll get 2 more performances from him before he leaves. Let's take another break. Stay with us.
Fever till you sizzle, baby, what a lovely way.